What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the Lumios Post, where we talk about all things Pokemon, and today we'll be talking about the Pokemon that we could see in Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet, the 9th generation of Pokemon. Obviously, as these are a brand new generation, we'll be seeing tons of new Pokemon, and in this video we're going to be going over the early game staples that are kind of seen in every Pokemon game. That'd be the regional bug, the regional rodent, the regional bird, and the regional dog. In the next video, this will be a multiple part video, we'll be going over some other staples, then eventually we'll be going into just miscellaneous Pokemon we can see, regional variants, we're going to cover it all. So be sure to like and subscribe and hit the bell for notifications, that way you can stay up to date on all our upcoming videos. Now without further ado, let's dive in with what Pokemon we could see in the early part of Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Alright, so we're going to begin with the regional bug. Obviously, there are a lot of bugs out there, and in Spain, there's no exception. Spain, Portugal, the whole Iberian Peninsula. But I found one bug that I think you could do multiple things with, so that's the bug we're going to focus on today, and that is the Spanish fly. I think that this bug would be perfect for a regional bug, as not only is it very vibrant and colorful, much like what we've seen of this region, but I also think you can do different things with it. Obviously, as it is called the Spanish fly, even though it actually is a beetle, you can do bug flying, because it does fly. You can do bug rock, because as you can see, it's this beautiful emerald color, and you could kind of go into it and make it have an actual, like, emerald shell. We have bug poison, because this bug is actually known to secrete toxins. Or we could do, and this is probably my favorite, but also probably the least likely, and I'll get into why, bug psychic, as its toxins are known to be an aphrodisiac and are even used in many North African cuisines. Now, the reason I think bug psychic is the least likely of these typings is because we did just get a regional bug that was bug psychic type in Orbeetle, so probably not going to happen here, but I still think that bug rock, bug poison, and I'm a little less excited for bug flying, but bug flying are all great candidates for its typing. In terms of abilities, usually the early bug doesn't have great abilities, like it's nothing too wild. I imagine this one wouldn't be too different. I could see it having Swarm, of course, and then maybe having Sturdy if it gets the rock type, or perhaps some kind of poison point-like ability. Maybe Corrosion would be really unique for it if it gets the poison type. Next we have the regional rodent. So the regional rodent, Spain's got a lot of rodents, but I did want this to be one that hasn't been done before, because they always do a different one, you know, they don't typically repeat the rodent. They may do a regional variant to an old rodent, but they don't repeat the rodent. I wanted this to be no different, so I ruled out the Eurasian beaver. I ruled out the rabbits, because we have Bunnelby, we have Bidoof for the beaver, and I decided to go with the garden dormouse. Now, this cute little animal is found in all parts of Spain. However, it is mostly found in gardens, in vineyards, where there are fruits that this thing can eat. And so I was thinking it'd be really cool to give it a normal grass typing, and maybe you could even incorporate some kind of fruit into it. Spain is known for their grapes and for their wine, so maybe you could make this tiny little cute thing more grape-like, give it a rounder shape, maybe make it kind of half inspired by a mouse, half inspired by a grape, much like you have Applin, who's part worm, but also part apple. I think it would be really cool to see them do that with this rodent. In terms of abilities, I could see, because it'd be getting that grass typing, I could see chlorophyll, I could see sap sipper. Anything really would work for that one. I feel like there's ripen would also be a good one. That, of course, is Applin and Flapple and Appleton's signature abilities, but it would be cool to see it passed down to some other mons, including this garden dormouse. Next, we're going to talk about the regional bird. This is my favorite one. I'm most excited to talk about this. I always use the regional bird. It's not something I plan to do, I just always end up falling in love with these designs and always end up using them on my team. I kid you not, they've been on every single one of my teams. So I'm really excited to talk about these. And our first option is kind of the most obvious one. That is the Spanish national bird, which is the Iberian Imperial Eagle. Well, I think this bird is absolutely stunning, and I could see so many cool things with it. Maybe the standard normal flying type or a fighting flying type. I do think that this is less likely because while it is the Spanish national bird, it is also an eagle. And we just got a new eagle with Hisuian Braviary. Now, they've repeated Pokemon before. We've had mini horses, mini bears, all this, and Hisuian Braviary is a different kind of eagle. I'm just not sure if they'd go this route because Hisuian Braviary was literally done just this year. So in the same year, not same generation, not 2 games, but same year between 2 games would be 2 eagle Pokemon. I just don't see that as very likely. So I'm going to move on to the next big option, I think, and that's the Rooster, which is kind of a Portuguese icon. Of course, Portugal is included in this Iberian Peninsula region. And furthermore, GameFreak has expressed interest in doing a Barcela Rooster Pokemon. Barcela Rooster is from this old legend from Portugal, and I think it's even how the Rooster became a icon to Portugal. And GameFreak expressed they wanted to do this, so I definitely think we'll see this Pokemon in the game, a Rooster Pokemon. However, because of their interest in it, I kind of wonder if maybe it would be more of a legendary. Roosters, of course, have, scarlet feathers, so that would be a really good Scarlet legendary. Or I could even see it just being a standard Pokemon in the game. I just couldn't see it as the regional bird, because to me, the regional bird are always these majestic flyers, and Roosters can't really fly that well. That said, if they did decide to go this route, change it up a little bit, make it where it's not so great of a flyer, I could see Rivalry as an ability for this one. While I know that's not everyone's favorite competitive ability, I do think it is a very likely one, as roosters tend to fight amongst each other, males tend to fight amongst each other, and I think we could see the fighting flying type with this Pokemon as well. But to move into my personal picks for the birds, we have the Black-Winged Kite, which I would love to see as a dark flying type, maybe Intimidate as an ability. As you can see, they've got these gorgeous black wings, these black streaks across their red eyes. I could just see them getting some kind of signature move where their wings swirl up with dark energy, kind of like we see in Dark Pulse, and slam into the opponent. Or the Eurasian Hoopy, which is this weird little fella right here who is got these weird feathers, I guess, on the top of his head that almost look like the little black parts at the top of them look almost like eyeballs. So I could see this being a psychic flying type. I'm not so sure about an ability. I guess it'd be a standard psychic type ability, maybe Synchronize, something that make it a little competitive, Magic Bounce, anything like that I think could be really, really cool to see. Let me know what you think, and let me know if there's a bird you'd like to see in the Spanish region. Now to move on to the regional dog. For the regional dog, I have 3 options that I think would be really good. First up is the Spanish water dog. While it is kind of a standard dog, I heard water dog and could just think water type dog, so I know not a lot of thought in that one. But I think it would be cool to see a water type dog, just like we've gotten a fire type in Arcanine, an electric type in Boltund, a rock type in Lycanroc. Now we could get our water type one. I could see Swift Swim as an ability, maybe Hydration. Obviously a really broken ability. Maybe they'd put this on as the hidden ability would be Drizzle. But I think a Spanish Water Dog would be a great option. We also have the Great Pyrenees, which I think would be a really cool ice type. I could see Fur Coat or Fluffy as its ability, as these things, as you can see, are very fluffy dogs. They're very big dogs too, so I could just see it being this really tanky dog. I also think the ice type, that's kind of new. I wanted to get some kind of new typing onto these regional dogs that we haven't seen yet. And I think that the ice typing would be a great candidate for it as well, especially because there aren't usually early game ice types. And if this regional dog was early game, that could be the case. That said, this is open world, so I guess, hypothetically, you could get it early game. You could just run to wherever it is and get it. To move on to our third option, and probably my personal favorite, this actually is not based off of a real dog per se, but it is a grass-type dog based off of the Guggenheim Museum guard dog. The Guggenheim Museum is in Spain, and this giant dog stands out front of it. It is covered in, like, I think it's 30,000 petals. So I think it will make a really great grass type. I think it will be very vibrant in color and just very beautiful, match the region very, very well, be almost a symbol to the region. In the same way that Yamper was kind of a symbol to Galar, being a corgi, and being in England. I could see this dog having several different abilities. Grass pelt is an obvious one. Grassy terrain could be really cool. Chlorophyll, aroma veil, but I think the most likely of these would be flower veil. Well, there you have it. There's our regional dog, regional rodent, regional bird, and regional bug breakdown for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know what kind of animals you'd want to see as the regional bug, rodent, dog, or bird. I'm super excited about these games. I'm super excited about the videos we have coming up about them. Again, be sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. That way you can stay up to date on our upcoming videos where we'll break down even more staples of the region, as well as doing miscellaneous mons, regional forms. Again, we're going to cover it all. Hopefully I'll even get some predictions right. Be sure to share it with your friends as well, as it really helps the video. Until next time, I will see all of you guys later. Bye.